Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. This will be my 100% honest review about the game. Here are the timetables for and specifics of what you want to watch. So thank you and enjoy the video. Okay, starting up first is the item shop. So compared to like Call of Duty Mobile or Combat Masters, Call of Duty, things like that, I don't mind this model too much where they try to go with mythic guns and stuff. My main issue with this kind of things is just more in general having to spend like Call of Duty Mobile where you spend $100, then you gotta spend another like 150 to $200 just in general to get the full gun and the only one thing that you want out of an entire bundle. And I just never cared for this specific type of business model, even though I understand that it probably brings the most profits to the business. As a consumer though, I don't really care for it, and anytime I get into a game that has this kind of model for it, I'd love to spend money for it. Problem is, I'm not a fan of the 7-day trial things, but
anything, it just kind of makes it hard to justify to spend any money, especially on models where it's a 7-day trial for a skin. When if I'm going to spend the money on a game when I know it's a waste of money, if I'm going to waste the money, it's for things I'm going to know I'm going to have guaranteed in my thing all the time.
Same time, if they want to make money off of us, that is not a completely bad way to do so. But with the P90 here, that's my in Pacific and the sniper, like the Glacier Limited or draws like this, where I don't mind if we have to spend a certain amount, but it gets excessive when you're just trying to go for one specific thing. And then yeah, this part of the shop it blew my mind, just because on it, like if we go back, it's just that's an insane amount, especially when it comes to trial types of skins. I think that should be completely removed, and I think honestly that's my biggest gripe is the trials. But I will say the barrier of entry when it comes to buying amount of coins and being able to splurge and get what you want and only large amount, I don't think that's too horrible. So now to get into Arsenal / loadout, it's your typical loadout, Arsenal place where you get all your stuff. I do like the simplicity of it all, especially for the barrier entry of new players. So they come in, they immediately understand what to do, compared to like Warzone Mobile or things like that, where it's so much in their face that they kind of have a hard time trying to figure out what's meta, what's best. Here at least it gives you a direct forward of this is when you get it for this level. I do think they need to decrease the levels a little bit and kind of maybe every 5 levels. That's just my opinion on it though. Other than that, not too bad. So with here, it's your normal rank system. There's one thing that I did catch my eye severely, and it literally kind of ruined my mood and competitive emotion to be able to want to get to that point. And it is the trials again. Just get rid of that trial stuff at the game. If you want at least longevity when it comes to at least 4 or 5 years, or hell, even 10 years of a game, well, at least go 4 or 5, since that's a good longevity for some games out there. Remove this. It's just gonna leave a bad taste for players, especially ones that get to that high ranked, and the ones that want to do it, they'll probably do it once or twice and then realize, oh wait, this is pointless because I won't be able to use it in the next season in order to boast their trophies in a sense. So I really just don't like that, but normal system like usual. Now with the battle pass, I like the color scheme. It's a normal battle pass like every other one you see nowadays, especially with how Fortnite implemented it. So everyone pretty much took the same, business model. But overall, I like the battle pass. It looked really funny. I like the concept of the pink and blue, just neon. And yeah, there's not much I could say about it besides that. And the weird part was the very end didn't really have a de facto wow this gun at the very end of a battle pass like it normally would. So it was kind of a meh factor, but nothing out of the ordinary, your standard battle pass kind of thing. Standard type of characters that you see in most games, at least ability wise. But I do like the concept arts and how the characters look, so it does give it still the unique feeling to the specific game. So I do give props to the people that make this game though, because the controls, being able to check out my sensitivity within first 5 minutes of me getting into the game in order to mess with my settings. Very simple, very straightforward, quick to the boat. I like that. I want to dive a little bit further when it comes down to at least the settings and controls part. I came into the game, everything felt smooth. Everything, not much delay, reaction time when it comes to, just button input. That's the best way I can explain it. But when it comes to my initial impressions, especially just with messing with my settings, because that's my number one thing. It was quick and easy compared to comparative of Combat Masters. I do like the gameplay a little bit better of Combat Masters, I would have to say. But when it comes to itching the side of my Battle Royale side, this game is definitely itching that in every aspect. There's a couple things down the road that I will show you the more and more you get in this video of things that kind of just left a bad taste in my mouth, or things I generally just did not like whatsoever. But yeah, I mean, everything other than that, I mean, the gameplay itself feeling great, and the bullets hitting properly, and I'm able to see everything. That's the most important part. I like this shop where you're able to buy your loadout and your shop stuff, but it's kind of counterintuitive because you're able to buy a loadout through the thing. Same time, I do like the shop loadout more, just because you're able to buy one specific loadout and not cost 10 grand, so it's more cost efficient. Yeah, this part was just two bots basically fighting, and but yeah, I wasn't sure if my party had a lot of bots in it too. I mean, from the looks of it, it was a lot of bots, and that's one thing I was noticing quite a bit as a typical thing throughout this entire game. Was, since I'm still in the lower ranks, I played till I was like level 15. I'm still a little bit playing because I like it. There's a lot of robots, a lot of bots, so I mean, that's to be expected in lower ranks. When it came to sniper gameplay, it felt extremely smooth. I loved it compared to Combat Masters. You don't need to really touch the snipers in general, I don't think, because like Warzone Mobile and Combat Masters, it's just straight trajectory with a little bit of lead on it. So don't fix that, and don't really touch much of your guns, because both from recoil patterns to how the gun shoots, handles, feels, fantastic. So gameplay in this game, 10 out of 10. I won't complain about that, because even to the bows, the snipers, the ARs, the pistols, all it feels wonderful. The UAV, I'm very 50-50 on. I did like UAV. The problem is with the one you buy and the character one, I think both durations should be increased, with the character being more at least increased in frequency. But you guys are still, from the looks of it, tuning your characters, things like that. So as time goes on, you guys will be able to at least see and understand that. Overall, I'd say for where the game is at currently in this state, because I believe it's still in a beta, if I remember right, I give it a 6 out of 10, with the potential being a definite 8 out of 9 out of 10. And it could definitely competitive alongside with other mobile FPS games. So good job so far, and we'll see how it goes.